Hey everyone, it's Sensei Victoria Whitfield from naturalintuition.com, welcoming you back to episode 39 of the Journeypreneur Podcast, your source for channeled holistic stress management techniques, guidance, inspiration, and motivation to stay on your path to rapid financial ascension as a conscious entrepreneur. So make sure that you hop on over to naturalintuition.com and hit the contact button so we can talk about working together if that speaks to you. So the title of this episode is You Are Not a Bug. You are not a bug. So let this be a reminder that you are not a bug. You are a love. You are a gift. You are brilliant. You're an expert, and you are so desired and needed. So I needed some inspiration this morning. As I'm recording this podcast, it's a Monday, and I love starting off my Mondays, getting my energy up, and just receiving more insight, encouragement, inspiration. In the coaching program that I'm in, they have a Monday morning lightning round of like 15 minutes of just super inspiration, all inspiration, no filler. And so with some of my Monday morning practices, I came across Julie Stoyan's podcast episode of how to be okay, or how to stop being not okay with bugging people, or how to not feel like you're bugging people all the time. And her podcast, by the way, is Your Laptop Life. It is awesome. Go check her out, Julie Stoyan, Stoian, I believe. She's amazing, and it was a super vulnerable episode, but what she basically shared was her story around getting over feeling like she's bugging people, and she's a digital marketer, so technically all of us who have businesses now in the 21st century are digital marketers. So what she's going through is something that is super duper common, like that feeling of, oh my gosh, I don't want to be interrupting people. I've gone through it too. And this is something that as an introvert, it's always, I feel a little bit weird about interrupting people's days to remind, hey, I'm here, would love to support you, how are you, right, or what do you need, or just reminding you that this is here. And especially in my first few years, it was worse. And I don't think this is ever really going to go away. It's just something that you get more cool with over time. But Julie was really awesome in the way that she shared what shifted it permanently for her. And once she shared her story around this, it really brought off a light bulb for me. So I thought I'd share it with you here on the Journeypreneur Podcast. So with that being said, Julie said that she had this experience of, it was Black Friday weekend, and everyone and their mother is doing a Black Friday sale, Black Friday BOGO, Black Friday challenge, Black Friday, every single thing. And in her head, she started thinking to herself, seeing all of these emails flying in her inbox and all the stuff coming up in her Facebook news feed and her Instagram feed, thinking, oh, it's really crowded. I don't want to be another person crowding someone's inbox. And what her shift was, she thought to herself, wait a minute, even though I'm afraid of feeling like I'm interrupting, right, or inserting myself, here's the fact. People are still going to be buying. And people are still going to be marketing. Regardless whether their marketing is good or truth being spoken, excuse me. Whether their marketing is good and thoughtful or whether it's slimy and slappy, people are still going to be marketing. And then on top of that, her clients are going to be buying something. We all are going to be buying something perpetually. This is going, the marketplace and sales and marketing are going to be going on whether or not you're comfortable with it. And so what helped her drop her barrier and to just drop that toxic mindset of, oh, I'm interrupting, oh, I'm bothering people, or maybe I shouldn't be, just another voice in the crowd. If you don't ask, you don't receive. And somebody is going to be buying, and somebody is going to be asking, right, and pitching at any point in time. So it's entirely up to you whether or not you want to be in it. And so that really inspired me, because she was saying it specifically, people are going to be advertising and marketing forever. Those were her exact words. So she just was, for her, she had a mindset shift and an emotional shift around, this is going to be happening, right? Whether or not I'm comfortable with it. So let me just put myself out there. And that was really helpful for me personally, because as an introvert, how I'm wired, I am not really in alignment with unexpected phone calls, right? And interruption-based marketing, me being the interrupter. I just I don't feel very good around that. And it was years where I would just kind of straight up avoid that. Straight up, I would just avoid it entirely and completely. And then, thanks to coaching, and my coach is basically knocking me over the head with bricks, saying, why don't you call someone, Victoria? I finally would, once in a blue moon, call up my list, right, or follow up, right, and get them on the phone, and there was nothing but love and gratitude and excitement. There was never this whole, it's always worse, and I'll put it on me, it's always worse in my head than I imagine it's going to be. Yeah, where you're going to call, and oh no, they were in the middle of something, and they you totally threw them off, or you're being annoying, Victoria, why would you call, It was never that. It was nothing but love and joy and excitement and positive reception. Even though I'm still, to this day, personally out of alignment making appointment setting calls or interruption-based marketing to even my warm list, that's just not something that's my unique brilliance. It doesn't feel good to me. But what I've seen from firsthand experience, the firsthand experiences I have had, is that it is received positively. People like being reminded. And then on top of that, I'll have clients or people on my list who are I really wish, you would have sent out a couple more reminders. Or I didn't hear about that. And they'll be telling me that after the closing cart email goes out. Maybe this is something that you've been through, where you sent 30 posts out in 3 days or 3 to 5 days, and then 10 emails over those days as well, across multiple platforms, right? And you told people to their face, and they said yeah, and all this stuff, but you can never remind people too much. You can never remind people too much. And this is where I feel that we just have to accept that we are now in the attention age. We're not in the information age anymore, right? Information is not the name of the game. We're in information overload. So now that we're in information overload, that means this age is all about figuring out how do you get people's attention, how do you hold their attention, how do you direct their attention, how do you shape their attention. We are in the age of attention. And so when it comes to reaching out or reminding, pitching, inviting, this is actually serving. This is actually serving, because let me tell you, anytime my massage therapist calls up to say, hey, I just wanted to remind you, you have this many sessions left in your package. Did you want to schedule? And I'm like, thank you! interrupt me, right? Or when my hairstylist is like, oh, well, make sure you come by the salon because, I have this new thing that will really be able to help you, and this is why I think it would be. I'm like, yes, oh my God, that sounds amazing, thank you. Right? Or when my coach is reminding me, you need to book your sessions. I'm like, oh, yes, that's right. Oh, I need more of those. It's thank you. My automatic response when I'm receiving being marketed to is gratitude. And, oh, yeah, I wanted to do that. Right? Because my attention has been directed towards something that I actually could use, right? Or that is meaningful to me, is valuable to me. It's just my attention has been pulled into 100 billion different directions. But the marketing, the pitching, and the invitation brings my focus inward into something that could serve me. Now, if you have something and you're pitching to people who don't need it or don't want it and legitimately don't need or want it, right? Not because you think that you're not good enough, right? Not coming from the insecure side that we all have, by the way. But instead, looking at it like, maybe I'm presenting this offer to the wrong market, right? Why would, baby boomers be interested in, teething rings, or why would they be interested in strollers? I don't think baby boomers would be interested. They're kind of past that age. Maybe I should present them with a different offer, right? Or why would someone who is totally not into woo-woo stuff, why would they be interested in crystals and sound healing and all this? Like, they're going to run in the opposite direction. Maybe this isn't the right offer for them, right? Be kind to yourself if it's just not an offer to market match. With that being said, if it is the right offer to market match, you should be on autopilot, auto ask, auto invite. Keep it coming. Keep the reminders coming, right? Because somebody is going to buy. Somebody is going to buy. If it's serving, somebody is going to buy. And maybe they didn't see it at 5 o'clock, but when you sent that out at 5:59, all of a sudden, it clicked in for them in that unique moment. So be kind to yourself if you're getting marketing fatigue and starting to get, I know I do, get all in your head around like, oh, I don't know if I can keep doing this like this. I feel a little bit awkward, like trying to, put things out there. Or maybe I sent too many emails. Like my coach says, send an email a day. Is he out of his mind? Like, oh my God, my other coach told me I should only be sending like maybe 2 emails a week, or else people are going to hate you and you're just going to be noise. Well, guess what? Both are kind of correct. One didn't cancel out the other, however, which was really odd. So I went from doing one super long email a week, and then I added on another like updatey email. Oh, what a cute dog. Someone has a cute dog. So I added a second updatey email, and okay, so that was fine, chugging along, but the list was really dead for the most part. I'd only hear from people once in a while. But then I had the experience of just trying out, well, let me try sending one like inspirational email a day, like really quick, just a quote, sending it out. My list is so much more alive now that I've been sending it once a day. And there have been people who've been on the fence about my list. They're gone. Right? So be kind to yourself if you've been wondering, oh, I don't know if it's okay for me to be reaching out this much. go for it. And by the way, for me personally, when it came to doing the phone calls and following up with my list, I've now hired that out. I have what I call a phone goddess. I absolutely love having a phone goddess where she is amazing on the phone. She loves people up. She's so on brand for me, and she's a pleasure and she takes pleasure in calling people up on the phone and following up on my behalf. She has scripts, she updates my files, she does all the things that if that was my only job, if that was my only role in my entire business, I would love to. But because it's not, I literally, I'm just not wired to do that. So rather than trying to force myself into some sort of cookie cutter version that's like, is going to enjoy doing every single thing, no. Like, I'm blessed to have support, right? And she's blessed to get to do these calls too because she has so much fun with it. I have a really fun business, so it's a pleasure for her too. With that being said, I give you permission. I give you permission to not be a bug. You are a love. People would love to hear from you. Your people would love to hear from you, especially when they're looking for you. Get out there, shine bright, spread your message, right, and let us know that you are there and ready to help. So I'm sending you so much love. Again, if you need help around not feeling like a bug, go to naturalintuition.com, hit the contact button, jump on my calendar, let's talk about it. Let's see how I can help you with that. So that's it for this episode. Sending again, so much love, and please remember to enjoy the journey. Remember to enjoy the journey. Do not lose your glow as you grow your life and business. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.